All right, welcome everybody. It's Leadore Mustang basketball. This is the Mustangs game number 2 of the Rocky Mountain Conference District Tournament here in the Leadore Gymnasium. We appreciate everybody out there tuning in from wherever you are. Doesn't look like we have anybody on yet, but they'll come. They'll come. This evening's game is between the Leadore Mustangs and the Sho Ban Chiefs. The Mustangs are here after dropping their first game against Grace Lutheran. It's a double elimination tournament, so for both teams here, it's a win or go home. Now, for those of you who are following the Mustangs during the regular season, you might know that they played the Chiefs twice. Both times it was a tight game, so we're expecting this one to be another tight game and be pretty competitive. It should be fun to watch.
Welcome to tonight's Game 2 of Boys District Play.
Now we're getting set for starting lineups and Pledge of Allegiance.
We're grateful to have this game tonight, considering the weather, the way it's been recently. We had severe whiteout yesterday, so it's good to come 4 hours later. So before we begin, I'd like to have you stand and address the stage. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please hang with us during the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay.
This evening,
Now to announce the starting lineups.
starting for the Chiefs,
Starting lineup for Sho Ban Chiefs.
number 20, Van Swift, Seniors. Number 21,
Number 20, Bam Sequitz. Number 21, Brandon Burnett. Number 23, Teeland Burnett. Number 32, Jeremy Friday. And number 34, David Montoya.
And now for your Mustangs.
Now the starting lineup for the Leadore Mustangs.
Number 5, Mason Hurst.
A junior, number 5, Mason Herbst. Now, if you haven't seen this guy hop, he's got hops. Number 10, senior John Herbst. Not every team has a guy as tough as John Herbst. He's a tough guy. Number 15, junior Taylor Ayers. Number 12, senior John Olsch. And a sophomore, number 20, Wyatt Foster.
Have a great game.
The referees have the okay from both sides. The ball's up, and here we go. John with the tip. It's Wyatt. Wyatt with the pass to Mason. On the floor. Wyatt recovers. Passes inside. Gets it to John Olsch. John going up. Oh, shot deflected. Gets his own rebound and the put back. Just like that. 10 seconds in, and the Mustangs draw first blood. John Olsch with the offensive rebound and the putback. Chiefs now bringing it up the court to the left side. That's number 20, Sequence. Back to 21, Burnett. Driving it left. Picked up. To the elbow. Right side. Rebounded by John Olsch. John Herbst now bringing it down the court for the Mustangs. Takes it left side. Mason. Mason driving around. Goes right. Gives to Taylor. Taylor to Wyatt at the elbow. Back out to Taylor on the right corner. Tipped out of bounds. Looks like it was last touch. That's number 32, Jeremy Friday. Mustangs ball on the baseline. And it looks like he found the ball. All right, Wyatt Foster inbound. Passing it up top. John Herbst with the long three-pointer. Oh, in and out. Rebounded by Sequence. Burnett now bringing it down the middle. Takes it left side. Oh, loses control. Almost went back court. Taylor with the pass deflection. Recovered by Mason. Mason passes up head to Taylor. Taylor coming in left side. Gets to John on the right. John Herbst puts it up, gets fouled. Excellent pass deflection and pass break for the Mustangs. That's 32, Jeremy Friday picking up his first foul, putting John Herbst on the free throw line. John stepping up for the first. Oh, rims out. John usually does really well at the free throw line, so hopefully this one goes in. Second one on its way. That's more like it. Mustangs with a 3-point lead. Brandon Burnett bringing the ball down for the Chiefs. Takes it right side. That's sequence. Taking it towards the right corner. Picks up the dribble. Back to Burnett. Burnett to the left side. That's 34. Montoya with the drive in up from the left side. Short jumper goes. John Herbst bringing the ball down for the Mustangs. Cross court pass to Mason. Mason then pass into John Olsch. Oh, pass tipped out. Taylor with the ball on the right side. Gives it to John Herbst. John Herbst high off the glass, too much. Rebounded by Montoya. Montoya driving down the court. Oh, that'll be a foul on John. Chiefs ball on the baseline. Sequence standbound. Looking middle. That's Friday. Friday driving in from the right side. No good. Sequence with the rebound. Lost his dribble. Montoya now with the ball from the left side. Puts it up. And off the iron. Mason with the rebound. John Herbst bringing the ball down. Takes it to the middle. Goes left to Mason. Mason back up top to John. Over to Taylor. Taylor back to John and back to Mason. They're swinging it around. Back to the right side now. Taylor will try the three-pointer. Off the mark. John with the rebound and the putback. No good. Rebound. Taken away by the Chiefs. Taking it down the left side of the court. And the left-handed layup by Brandon Burnett falls. Gives the Chiefs a 4-3 lead. Taylor Ayers with the ball now. Gives to John Herbst. John coming down on the right side. Ooh, lost control of the ball. Looks like it was not tipped. I wondered if it had been, but I guess not. So it will be the Chiefs' ball. Burnett brothers now bringing the ball down. Pass goes, ooh, into the middle, but a little too low for Montoya. The Mustangs get the ball back. John Herbst now bringing it down again. Picks up the screen from Wyatt. Pass to Taylor. Pass to John Olsch. Oh, stolen away by Friday. Trying to get it to John Herbst. That's 23. Who is 23? That's Burnett. Back to the other Burnett. Good job by the Mustangs stopping the fast break down there, but Montoya has the ball on the inside again. Burnett with the three-pointer now, and he puts it in. John bringing the ball to the middle. Looks down low to John Olsch. John Olsch with the jump shot. Puts it up and in. John Olsch with the jump shot from the short corner on the right side. Brandon Burnett now bringing the ball down the middle, looking right side. So the other Burnett, now Montoya. Montoya, cross-court pass to Burnett. Burnett, oh, that almost looked like a travel. Ball's on the floor, and it'll be a jump ball. It's going to be the Chiefs' ball on the other sideline. Jared Ramsey coming in for Wyatt Foster for the Mustangs. Chiefs inbound on the baseline. Gives to Friday. Friday up to Burnett. The other Burnett. Bringing it right side with the dribble. Sequence. Driving baseline. Stopped by Taylor. Burnett now with the ball out on the right side. He'll put up another three-pointer. And that one rattles in. A couple of three-pointers already by Brandon Burnett. Halfway through the first quarter. Chiefs with a 10-5 lead. Taylor gets it to Jared at the elbow. Jared to John Olsch. Into Mason. And ball out of bounds. Last touch by Mason. The Chiefs will have it on the baseline. Brandon Burnett bringing it down. Taking their time, going right side to sequence. Into Montoya. Montoya with the shot fake. Fade away from the right side. Puts it in. kind of hard to make a shot over John Olsch when he's jumping. John Herbst with the three-pointer now. And just like that, nothing to it, huh? John makes that look so easy. He's got some range. That was not a short shot. The Chiefs now, left side sequence. Gives to Friday. Friday back up to Burnett. Burnett, left side. Doing some fancy dribbling. Getting to the inside. Out to Montoya. Montoya coming down right side. He'll put up the shot. Off the mark. Long rebound. Controlled by Burnett. Burnett looking right side now. Sequence. Puts up the shot. Hits a three. It's off the mark. Taylor Ayers with the rebound. John Herbst, the ball handler. Gives it to Mason. Back up to John on the top. Over to Taylor on the right side. Taylor gives to Jared at the free throw line. Jared with the shot fake. The drive in. Puts it up. Off the mark. Rebound controlled by Friday. Sequence, bringing it down on the right side. Loses control. Stolen away by John. John Herbst now. Going into three defenders. And ball goes out of bounds off of him. Fast break looked good there. Down on this other end, Wyatt Foster in for John Olsch. Burnett to Burnett. That's Brandon bringing it down. Going inside to Montoya. Montoya looking to go someplace. Gives out to number 11. I don't have a roster, so I'm not sure number 11's name, but rebounded by John Herbst. Don't have the full roster. I just have the starting lineups for the Chiefs. Jared now with the ball inside, fouled by Montoya. On the ground before he went up with the shot. It was a good shot fake. So that'll be the second foul on David Montoya. Oh, maybe just the first. Oh, right. The other one was on number 32, not 34. And the inbound. John's shot blocked. It'll be a Mustang ball on the baseline again. Wyatt to inbound. Gives out to Taylor. Taylor looking in. Stolen away. And then the Chiefs lose it across half court. Jared Ramsey with the recovery. Taylor to John. John driving right side of the key. Puts it up. Short. Gets his own rebound. Gives it to Taylor. Taylor Ayers from the right side. Puts it up. Puts it in. Wow, that was an acrobatic shot. Burnett now bring it down for the Chiefs. Left side. Dribbling. Takes it right. Around the screen. Down to the right block. Puts the shot up. No good. Tipped around a couple of times. Finally controlled by, who was that? Well, someone on the Chiefs team. Back out to Burnett. Left side. Long three. Off the mark. Mason Herbst with the rebound. That was an exciting sequence. John down to Mason now. Mason driving in left side. Kicks across to Jared. Shot must have been blocked there. Montoya with the rebound. Up ahead, number 11. Number 11 from the right side looking. That's Burnett with a three. Thielen Burnett. Not Brandon Burnett, Thielen. Just under a minute left in the first quarter. Chiefs have a 15-10 lead. John Herbst. Oh, entry pass to Wyatt, stolen away. That's Burnett driving down, puts it up, off the mark, rebounded number 11. He puts it up, still off the mark. Mason now with the rebound. John Herbst to Taylor Ayers. Taylor on the right side, gives it to John inside. Not sure who that, looks like John was trying to pass it around Montoya, get it to Jared, but it just goes out of bounds off Montoya's leg. So Mustang ball on the baseline. Wyatt to inbound. Looking inside. Gives to Mason on the left corner. Out to John. John up at the top. Out to Taylor from the right side. He'll put up a three. Brick. Rebound controlled by Burnett. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Brandon Burnett with the ball. Bring it down the middle for the Chiefs. Gives it to Montoya. Montoya at the elbow. Drives in right side. Puts the shot up. Oh. I'll call a foul there on Taylor Ayers. Puts Montoya at the line for two shots. First on its way. Puts it in. Got Raymond DeLilly coming in for John Herbst. Give him about 10 seconds to catch his breath before the end of the quarter. Montoya, second free throw coming up. It's on its way. Rims out. Rebounded by Burnett. Burnett takes it out to right side. Montoya with the ball up at the top. Looking, gives it back to Burnett. Burnett with the long three at the buzzer. No good. So at the end of the first quarter, score is 10-16 in favor of the Chiefs. Like I said, you can expect a pretty close, pretty competitive game here between these two teams. You know, the difference is a couple of three-pointers, a couple of fast break points. I mean, this is obviously still anybody's ball game. Glad to see we're up to 7 people watching this at home. Makes us feel good. You know, it's an exciting time of year for sports fans. Lady Mustangs just left today to head down to the Boise area for the state tournament. We're excited for them and wish them the best down there. Got girls state tournament, boys district tournament, the Simplot games coming up. It's a good time of year. So coming in the second quarter, it's going to be Mustang ball on the far sideline. We've got both Johns back in the game. John Herbst bringing it down the middle. Gives to Jared left side, back to John. Over to Mason. Back to Jared on the left side. He'll put up a three-pointer, and that knocks it in. Jared Ramsey with an opening, taking advantage of it. Teelan Burnett, the ball handler, brings it right side. Entry pass to Montoya. Montoya dishes out to the left side. And that's Friday with the little floater shot. John Herbst, Wyatt Foster. Wyatt from the right elbow. Oh, his pass to John stolen away. Montoya with the ball, bring it down left side of the court. Watch out for him with his left hand. Puts it up and in. Man, he's got a good touch on that shot. He hasn't missed very many this game. John now to Mason. Jared on the left side. Back to John at the top. Over to Mason. Right side. Dribbles around. Gives to Wyatt. Back into Mason. Mason in the middle of the key. Dishes to John Olsch. John. Back to John Herbst. And his shot from about halfway up the key bounces in. That was good ball movement there on the inside for the Mustangs. Now, some people kind of freak out when they get the ball on the inside. Montoya now. He'll put up a three from the outside. Why not? Shot goes out. Rebounded by John Herbst. As I was saying on that last possession, you know, they got the ball inside and they didn't immediately just take a hurried shot. They waited and passed it around. Looked for a better one, just like, oh. John Olsch couldn't quite put that one in from the left side of the basket. Montoya gives it to Friday. Friday, his runner, no good. Rebounded Wyatt Foster. John Herbst now bringing it down. Looks left side to Mason. Mason to John. Bringing it right side. Gives to Jared. Jared into Wyatt in the middle. Wyatt driving down. Puts one up and in from the left side. That was a good little move there by Wyatt Foster. Oh, and Burnett loses the ball. It goes back court. Back court off the heel of Burnett. Picked up by Jeremy Friday. Taylor Ayers in now. In for Jared Ramsey. John Herbst kicks out to him on the right side. Oh, the entry pass stolen away again by the Chiefs. That's Friday bringing it down. Pulls up. Gives to Burnett on the right side. Burnett off the dribble. Moving left. Now comes back to the right. He'll put up another three. And knocks it in. He doesn't need a lot of space to put that in, and he got as much as he needed there. John now kicking it left side to Mason. Back to John up at the top. He'll put up a long three and puts it in. Wow, that was a really long shot for John Herbst, and he does it like it's nothing. Number 11 now for the Chiefs with the ball on the right side. Back to Burnett at the top. Burnett covered by Mason Herbst. Gives to Montoya. Montoya at the free throw line. Kicks out to Sequence. Sequence. Number 11 on the right side. He'll put up a three-pointer off the mark. Rebound controlled by John Herbst. John taking it down. Moving down the right side. Looks up ahead to John Olsch. John Olsch puts it up. Oh, off the mark. A little too low off the glass there. Montoya with the rebound. Friday bringing the ball down. Kicks it up ahead to Burnett on the left side. Burnett in and back out. Looking at the basket. Now looks to Friday. Now inside to Montoya. Montoya with the shot from the left side. Must have been tipped by John Olsch. Rebounded by Taylor, and now John bringing it down again. Brings it to the middle, kicks it left side to Mason. Back to John at the top. Now to Wyatt. Outside to Taylor. He'll put up a three-pointer. Off the mark. Rebounded by Wyatt Foster. Wyatt looking. Tries to get it to John a little too high. Tipped away by the Chiefs. Oh, but Wyatt steals it away from Montoya. Drives in. Oh, his shot won't fall. Burnett now with the ball. Bringing it across half court. Covered by Mason. Past the screen. He'll drive left side. Almost loses the ball, and now he loses it out of bounds. Just like that, we're over halfway through the second quarter. As John kicks it ahead. Oh, stolen away by Montoya. Montoya bringing it down left side. Montoya puts it up from the left side of the key and puts it in. John, the ball handler again. Right side to Taylor. Taylor back to John. Over to Mason on the left side. Mason driving in. Puts up the shot. Oh, I thought he got hit there. Rebounded by number 11. He'll kick it up ahead. Burnett. And puts it up a little too high. Rebounded by Sequence. That's a lucky break for the Mustangs. Number 11 with the ball. Back to Sequence. The double coverage. Burnett, left side. He'll drive it in. Puts up the shot. Off the mark. Rebound. Corralled by Wyatt Foster. Back to John Herbst. John to Mason. Back to John at the top. Over to Taylor. Taylor from the right side. Gives it down to Mason. Mason, interior pass to John Olsch. John puts it up. Oh, off the mark. Just bounced around and wouldn't fall down. Rebound controlled by the Chiefs. Burnett with the ball, left side. Looking for number 11. Ball goes out of bounds. Mustang ball on the baseline down there. And from where I'm sitting up here, it looks like the officials are letting them play quite a bit down there. You know, there's quite a bit of swinging at the ball when people shoot. As Taylor with the ball on the inside, puts it up and in. Sealand Burnett now. Ball handler for the Chiefs. Brings it middle, takes it left side. Out to his brother. He'll put up a three-pointer from the left side and knocks it in. Man, like I said before, he doesn't need a lot of space, and he's accurate. John Herbst, ball handler. Gives to Mason. Mason, left side. Gives to Taylor on the inside. Taylor with the shot fake. Puts it up. Puts it in. Burnett again. Ball handler for the Chiefs. Taking it left side. Kicks inside to Friday. Off the hands and out the baseline. Mustangs ball on the baseline again. John Herbst bringing it middle. Kiss to Raymond Lilly on the right side. He'll put up the long two-pointer. Off the mark. Rebounded by John Olsch. Gives to Taylor. Taylor on the inside. Pass to John Herbst. Shot off the mark. John gets his own rebound. Puts it up. That one had a hand on it. Oh, and the tip in. I think that may have been Sequence that touched it last. But the points go to the Mustangs. Burnett now. Gives it to his brother on the right corner. Puts up the three. Off the mark. Rebounded. I believe that's Friday. And we have a jump ball. The Chiefs get the benefit of the jump ball. Jared Ramsey coming in for Raymond Lilly. Sequence to inbound. And looks like Taylor tipped it out of bounds there before it got very far, so we'll start that over. And Taylor steals away the inbound. And now he's fouled by Friday. Friday trying to take back that stolen inbound pass. Grabbed onto Taylor's arm instead. John now bringing it down. Takes it in the middle. He'll put up another three-pointer. Little too strong. Rebound tipped around, controlled by Montoya. Stolen away by John, and he puts it up, puts it in. And like that, the game is tied again at 28. We have just under a minute left in the first half. Burnett bringing it to the top. Drives inside. Puts up the runner. Rebounded by Taylor Ayers. Wow, and that was an acrobatic play to not travel when he came down with that. He landed on both feet and one hand. Oh, and John passed to Jared a little too high and off his fingers. Man, did you see the balance there by Taylor? All right, Burnett bringing it down the middle. Gives to Montoya. Montoya from the right side driving in. He'll put up the shot. Oh, and they'll call the foul on Taylor. Montoya has 2 free throws coming up. That's the second foul on Taylor. It's Montoya's first free throw on the way. Off the front of the rim. Wyatt coming in for Taylor. The last 32 seconds, the first half. Second free throw coming up for David Montoya. For the lead. And off the rim again. Rebound controlled by Burnett. Burnett from the left corner, standing on the baseline. The sideline. That sideline is the 6th man here in this gym. Dribbled out a little too far. 28 seconds left for the Mustangs in the first half. Jared on the left side. Inside to Mason. Mason. Oh, tried to give it to John. Lost the ball. Sequence now. And the travel. Picked up the ball and thought about it a little too long before he made the pass. So the Mustangs have 16 seconds to take the lead going into halftime. Jared inbound. Gives it to John. John at the top. Gives to Mason on the right side. Back to Jared on the left. He'll put up a three-pointer. Oh, off the mark. And Mason with the putback. Didn't even touch the ground in between. Burnett now driving it down on the right side. Puts up the shot. And it doesn't fall at the buzzer. So the Mustangs take a 2-point lead in the half. After trailing 16-10, going into the first quarter, Mustangs lead 30-28. So good second quarter performance for the Mustangs. As you can see, 3 fouls per team. Like I said, they're letting them play here. They're letting them play. There hasn't been a lot of whistles. I told you it'd be an exciting game. Oh, I've been too busy watching the game to watch our number of viewers. We're up to 14 people watching now. That's exciting. It is better than 5. So we got a little less than 10 minutes left now in halftime. So I'll step away for a couple of minutes and be back before the start of the second half. We've passed the midway point in our 10-minute halftime now. Second half action coming up pretty soon, about 4.5 minutes. Storyline so far in this game, I mean, I'd say a couple of the big ones on the Chiefs side of the ball. Burnett shooting from the 3-point, and Montoya shooting on the inside. Montoya has made quite a few shots on the inside. He's got really good touch on that shot with that left hand. Then Burnett on the outside, as I've said a couple of times, he doesn't need a lot of space. Give him a little bit, give him a clean look, and he's pretty accurate. So if the Mustangs can shut him down from the 3, that'll be really helpful for him. And on the Mustang side of the ball, I mean, 30 points up there on the board. Can't tell quite yet. I'm trying to look at one of the books over here. Not sure who I would say has the most points for the Mustangs, but a lot of good inside looks for the Mustangs, and then some nice shots from long range. John Herbst with some really nice 3-point shots. A couple of them way deep. So as long as they keep taking care of the ball and they're patient, get good shots, and I'd say the one thing I'd say that they need to do better is they were trying to force the ball inside a little too much there during that first half. So if they'll take care of their entry passes during the second half, I'd say it ought to go pretty well for them. Good to see we're back up to 12 viewers now. For a little bit, we dropped down. I saw it get as low as 8. Oh, now we're at 11. But I hope that the ones that are logging off and not watching anymore, I hope that means that you guys are coming and going to watch in person instead. But for those of you who are still on and watching this on YouTube, we appreciate you being out there and hope you're enjoying it. You might be able to see in the background of the picture over there, over on the opposite sideline, Gerald Peterson is in attendance at the game. Those of you who know Gerald know that he drove the bus here at Leadore for a lot of years. Just a few days ago, he had some surgery to remove a tumor. So we're glad to see him at the game. Glad that he's feeling well enough to make it out to the school tonight, and I hope that he has a good and full recovery. About 45 seconds left in halftime. We'll get you back to the action real quick. Now, if I remember right, I believe that the last jump ball went to the Chiefs, so the Mustangs should have the ball to start the third quarter here. Yeah, and that does appear to be the case. Mustangs will have the ball to start the third. Herbst will bring it across, start this third quarter. Looking right side, gives it to Mason. Mason looks, almost stolen away. Looks to the left side to Taylor. Taylor puts up the shot. No good. Rebound tipped around, ultimately controlled by John Herbst. He puts up the shot. Off the mark again. Rebound. Finally tipped out to Burnett. Burnett looking up ahead to his brother. His brother putting up to the left. He looked like Wyatt was going to be able to defend that better. I mean, he did a good job, but shot still went in. John now bring it down. On the right side, gives to John Olsh. John on the inside. Shot off the mark. Rebound, tipped out. Jeremy Friday controls. Burnett bringing it down. Brings it middle. Comes to the left side. Gives to his brother. Now to the short corner to Friday. Friday to Montoya. Montoya from the left block. The interior pass to Sequence. Goes clear out to the right corner. And entry pass to Friday. Stolen away by Mason. Good defense there by the Mustangs. John bringing it down. Goes left side to Mason. Back up top to John. Over to Taylor. Taylor to Wyatt. Wyatt trying to pass it to John. Stolen away by Montoya. Montoya up ahead to Burnett. Burnett to the other Burnett. And they'll call a foul on John. That'll be the second foul on John Herbst. 2 shots coming for Brandon Burnett. Taking his time. First one on the way. And rattles out. Second free throw coming up. Up and on its way. Off the mark. Long rebound. Controlled by Taylor. Taylor to John. Bring it down. Left side. Goes to Mason. Mason looking. Gives to John. John to Wyatt. Wyatt driving down right side. Tries to get it to John Olsh. Battled away. Sequence comes away with it. Up ahead to Burnett. Burnett puts it up. Puts it in on the left side. John now taking it down. Goes left side. Comes back to the middle. Back to the left. In the key. Puts up the shot. Puts it in. John Herbst. One-man press break. A good job not losing the ball down there in the middle. It's Burnett now. Takes it right side to his brother. Puts up a three-pointer. Knocks it in. 3-point shooting for the Chiefs. That's one of the big storylines in this game. Mason bringing it across half court. Gives to Wyatt. Wyatt. John Olsh almost has it stolen away. Montoya just barely not able to save that inbounds. They got to be careful with that. Like I said, they have to take care of their passes in this second half if they want to win this game. John now bringing it to the middle. Gives to Wyatt. Wyatt from the elbow. Gives to Mason. Mason back out to John. John taking it towards the right. Gives to Taylor. Taylor with one dribble. Gives to Wyatt. Back out to Taylor. Taylor puts it up. Puts in the three. Taylor Ayers to tie the game again. Burnett now, the ball handler for the Chiefs. Taking it down right side. Gets into the middle. Kicks it back out to his brother. He'll put up another three. Off the mark. Rebound. Controlled by John Herbst. That was a fight for it. And a foul by Burnett, and that was a hard foul. If you don't know John Herbst, John is tough. And you don't find a lot of stronger guys on the ball court than John Herbst. As Mason puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by John Olsh. And the putback by Olsh. Tall John, long John, big John, whatever you want to call him. He's the one that has long arms and gets up there and gets the rebounds and the putback. Burnett now driving it in right side, and he travels before he shoots. John Herbst, Taylor Ayers, up to Mason. Mason, loses the ball out of bounds on the left sideline. Looks like he was trying to turn and dribble before he finished making the catch. Timeout called by the Mustangs. 4:53 left in the third quarter. Mustangs with a 2-point lead. So we'll take 30 seconds here. Give people a breather and kind of regain their composure. They were hurrying up a little too much out there. That press break sometimes is hard to handle. That was one that I always had trouble with, was breaking a full court press. So we'll see what adjustment the Mustangs make. It's going to be the Chiefs' ball over on the far sideline. Friday with the inbound. It's Burnett. Burnett back to Friday on the right side. Gives to Montoya. Montoya towards the right baseline. Gives it to Burnett. Puts up a three-pointer. Over the back of the backboard, out of bounds. It'll be the Mustangs' ball on the baseline. And it looks like the Chiefs have taken away that full court press. We'll see what they do down here in the half court. As John gives it to Taylor on the left side. Back to John at the top. Gives to Mason. Back to John. Back to Taylor. Swinging it quickly. Stolen away by the Chiefs. Burnett up ahead to his brother. He'll put up the shot. Off the mark. Taylor with the rebound. Oh, almost knocked away and stolen. John with the ball now. Into double coverage, and he'll be fouled. I'm not sure. It looks like oh, nope, that's on number 23. Teelan Burnett, his first foul. John with the ball again. Bringing it down for the Mustangs. Takes it to the middle. Looks down low to John Olsh. John from the left side. He'll be fouled by Montoya. Montoya with his second foul. John Olsh on the free throw line for 2. All right, we'll start that over. John Olsh, first free throw, on its way, off the front of the iron. Jared coming in for Wyatt. One more free throw on the way for John Olsh. Puts it up, puts it in. That one looks pretty. It sounded pretty. You know that sound when it just hits net? There's no sound of ball hitting metal? That's what it sounded like. Burnett now with the ball up at the top, covered by Mason. Taking it left side. He'll put up a three-pointer off balance. Off the mark, rebounded by John. Mason bringing the ball down. Oh, and his pass to John stolen away by Burnett. And now Mason with the foul. Yeah, the pass was just a little bit careless there. Mason almost had a clean block on that, but almost doesn't matter. Burnett lining up for 2 free throws. First one on its way. Rolls out. No subs coming in, so the second shot coming up. Burnett, free throw on its way. Long rebound controlled by Friday. Friday puts it up and puts it in. So no points off the free throws, but 2 points off the possession. It's Taylor up ahead. Oh, that one went between John Olsh and Mason. And they're not sure who touched it last, so it'll be called a jump ball. It goes to the Chiefs. It's Burnett, the ball handler, over on the right side. Comes back to the left. Montoya from the left side. Gives to number 11. He'll put up a three-pointer, and he knocks it in. Oh, and another foul. John Herbst draws a foul on number 23, Teelan Burnett. That'll be his second. Yeah, when you run into John Herbst, you know you've run into somebody. So John with the ball coming down the middle. Goes to the left side, comes back to the right. Gives it to Taylor. Stolen away by Friday. Friday up ahead. Burnett behind the back pass. Out of bounds. Trying to get a little too cute on that one. Looks like the ball has gone down into the locker room. We got Wyatt coming in now for John Olsh. John Herbst now. Back to Taylor Ayers. Taylor back to John. Coming right side. Takes it to the middle. Pulls up. Gives to Wyatt. Wyatt back into John. Tipped away. Mason comes up with it. Puts up the shot in the middle. No good. Rebound. Tipped to Sequence. Sequence to Burnett. Burnett covered by Mason. Brings it left side. Kicks to Sequence. Sequence puts up a 3. And he puts it in. Mustangs ball. Taylor looking to John. John pulls up. Gets it across half court. Coverage comes now. Gives it out to Jared. Right side. Jared puts up a 3-pointer. Off the mark. Rebound. Controlled by Taylor. And Taylor, driving into the middle, gives to Wyatt. Wyatt, man, they're getting physical out there. They need to do something about that. As Taylor puts up a 3-pointer and banks it in. Taylor Ayers with a 3-pointer. As Burnett to Montoya. Montoya at the free throw line. Gives it out to Sequence. Sequence driving in from the left side. Gives back to Montoya at the 3-point line. Montoya driving to the free throw line. Number 11 puts up the shot. Off the mark. Rebound controlled by Friday. Friday puts it up from the left side. And they'll call another foul. Looks like, I'm guessing, they'll call that on Wyatt. So it'll be 2 free throws coming up for Jeremy Friday. First one on its way. Finds its way home. Teelan Burnett coming back in for Sequence. John Olsch coming in for... Not sure who he's coming in for because nobody's stepping off the court yet. Oh, he's coming in for Taylor. All right. Now that is one technical you never want to have is the 6 people on the court. Friday, second free throw. Looks like we have a line violation is what I would say, but Mustangs with the rebound. And Montoya with the hold. Wyatt with the rebound. Montoya holding onto his arm. That'll be Montoya's 3rd foul. Montoya will come out of the game. John Herbst bringing the ball down. Left side. Looks to Jared Ramsey. Back to John. He'll put up a long 3 and puts it in. That's what you want to see if you're a Mustangs fan. John Herbst knocking in 3-pointers. Burnett bringing the ball down. Left side. Gives it to Sequence. Sequence covered by Jared Ramsey. Cross-court pass to Burnett. Burnett driving right side. Pulls up. Brings it back out. Gives to his brother. He'll put up a 3-pointer. Off the mark. John Olsch with the rebound. Oh, and his pass almost stolen away by number 11, but knocked out of bounds. They've got to be careful with those passes. Can't get sloppy against these guys. John Herbst with the ball. Gives it to Wyatt. Wyatt up ahead to Mason. Mason, cross court to John. John Herbst coming down, gets it across half court. The right side. Looks inside Wyatt. Wyatt, he'll put up the shot, puts it in. Wyatt Foster in the key. And a timeout called by the Chiefs, I believe. And about like we expected, it's a 2-point game. It's tight. It's a tight game. These two teams compete really well, and it's a different playing style. Different size of guys. So it's surprising that they match up as well as they do. But yeah, you can never get comfortable in this game, in this matchup. All right, Chiefs ball. That's Teelan Burnett, the ball handler. Looking to Friday. Friday to Burnett, driving down the left side. And he'll be fouled. Looks like that's Wyatt. Hit him. So the Chiefs have the ball on the baseline. So look inside to Friday. Friday, give it to Sequence. Sequence from the right side, off the mark. Rebounded by John Herbst. He'll bring it to the right. Brings it to the middle now. Gives up ahead to Taylor. Taylor driving left side, baseline. Stops. Looking for somewhere to dish the ball. It's a turnover. Chiefs with the ball. Burnett bringing it to the middle. Sequence on the right side. Sequence, number 11. He'll put up a corner three. Off the mark. Rebounded by John Herbst. John bringing it down the middle of the court. Out to Raymond on the right side. Back to John. Over to Taylor. Taylor inside to Wyatt. Wyatt. He'll put up the shot in the middle of the key. No good. Rebound controlled by, it was controlled by Raymond down, John, and then stolen in by Sequence. Burnett now. Taking it down left side. Runs into Taylor, and wow, they'll call that a foul again. Not sure if that's Taylor's third or fourth. That's the third foul on Taylor Ayers. So 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Mustangs with a 2-point lead. Sequence to inbound. Gives to Burnett. Right side. Puts up the three-pointer. Puts it in. Mustangs with 4 seconds to work with. Taylor to John. John brings it half court. Puts up the heave. Off the mark. So end of the third quarter. Scores 47-46. Chiefs with a 1-point lead. Three-point shooting, still one of the major stories in this game.
They take one over here coming up the court. Black took one timeout. So, and our foul is 5-5. They right on the board.
It all comes down to the fourth quarter. 1-point game, 8 minutes to play. Winner advances, loser, the season's done. So it's going to be Mustangs ball to the quarter. It's Raymond inbounds to Mason. Mason brings it to the top. Gives to Taylor, left side. Down to John Olsch on the left short corner. Gives it to Wyatt. Wyatt puts it up, and it rolls in. Wyatt with the friendly roll on that shot. It hit the front of the rim and then crawled its way over. Burnett now. His pass deflected out of bounds by Taylor. Intended for Friday. Burnett to inbound to his brother. Covered by Mason. Burnett. Pass deflected by Taylor. Couldn't quite control it. Burnett comes back with it. John Olsch with the rebound. And the give to Mason. Mason bring him down. Gives to Taylor, left side. Cross-court pass. Raymond on the right. Looking for somewhere to go. Gives to Mason. Mason into Taylor. Taylor, right side. Shot fake. Puts it up. Off the mark. Tipped around. And a jump ball going for the rebound. So it'll be the Chiefs' ball down on that baseline, it looks like. John Herbst and Jared Ramsey come back in. Raymond Lilly, Wyatt Foster coming off. Burnett bringing it down the court. Picked up by Mason at half court. Gives to Montoya. Montoya driving into the middle. Gives to Friday. Friday puts up a shot, puts it in. John inbounds to Mason. Mason back to John. Oh, stolen away. That was Burnett. Couldn't get the shot in. As John into coverage. And loses it out of bounds. Too many guys around him while he was dribbling. Chiefs ball on the sideline. Burnett to inbound. Intended for Friday. Stolen away. Mason comes away with it. Gives to John. John at the top. Gives to Taylor. Taylor from the right side. Puts up a three. Off the mark. Going out of bounds. Last touched by John Olsch, it looks like. Wasn't expecting for it to come down at that angle, and so it looks like it hit him on the shoulder. Burnett bringing the ball down. Coming to the left side. Surveys, looking. Gives to Montoya. Montoya at the free throw line. Inside the key. Passes out to Burnett. Almost went out of bounds on the baseline. Burnett on the right side. Montoya now, right corner. Driving in baseline. Nowhere to go. Back out to Burnett. He'll put up a three-pointer. Off the mark. And saved inbounds by Friday. Out of bounds off of Jared Ramsey. He did kind of get nailed, didn't he? Has that look on his face of feeling kind of silly about that. Burnett to Montoya. Montoya driving in. Left baseline. Puts it up. And that'll be another foul on Taylor Ayers. That'll be his fourth. 6 minutes to go and 4 fouls on Taylor. That's not good news for the Mustangs. It's Montoya at the line for 2 free throws and a 1-point lead for the Chiefs. First one rolls in. That's why it comes in for Taylor. Montoya with the second free throw coming up. Shot's on its way. Off the mark. And he stepped across the free throw line. Chiefs bringing full court pressure again. Wyatt to inbound. Gives to Mason. Mason off the dribble. Loses it. Recovered by John. John looking for somewhere to go. He's surrounded. Number 11 fouls him. Clothesline is not a call in this game, but that's about what happened. They'll call that a hold on number 11, his first foul. Mustangs with the ball on the near sideline. John Herbst looking. Passes up ahead, tipped out of bounds by Friday. Mustangs ball at half court. Wyatt to inbound. Looking. Gives to John. John coming down right side. Picks up screen from Jared. Puts up a shot from the right side. Puts it in. John Herbst with a pull-up jumper to tie the game again. Burnett. It's Burnett. Now to Montoya. Montoya on the left side. Driving baseline. Comes up against John Olsch. Back out to Burnett. Burnett driving to the top. Kick to his brother. Now back to Montoya. John Herbst bringing the ball across to half court. With the left hand, gives Wyatt Foster. Wyatt coming down left side, loses the ball. Tipped around. Finally controlled by Jared Ramsey. Gives to John Olsch. John Olsch tried to drive. Ball knocks away. Burnett with the shot. The layup on the fast break. Mustangs again with the ball. Way back on the baseline. John Herbst coming right side. Picks up a screen from John Olsch. Gets across half court. Ball stolen away again by Burnett, and he double dribbles. Double dribble by Brandon Burnett. And a timeout called by the Mustangs. It's good to see you. We're up to 16 viewers out there. I hope you're all enjoying the game. Now, this is the kind of basketball game. I mean, it's stressful. It sure is stressful having a close game like this, but these are the games that are really fun to watch. And I guess it's fitting that it should be this way. Like I said, both regular season meetings between these teams came down to tight games decided right at the end. District tournament with a win or go home situation. It's about like you'd expect this game to be. 4:52 left in the fourth quarter. Scores 52-50 in favor of the Chiefs. Mustangs with the ball on the far sideline. John Herbst bringing it to the top in the middle. Gives to Mason. Oh, Mason almost loses it. Mason surrounded by three guys, and he'll be fouled. Mason Herbst is going to go to the free throw line. Number 11 with the hold. His second foul. So Mason with 1-1 coming up. First on its way. Rolls out for the right side. Rebounded by Montoya. Montoya bringing it left. Almost loses control. Gives to Burnett. Burnett on the right side. Covered by Mason. Gives to number 11. Number 11 from the right corner. Pass tipped by John. Gives it to Burnett. Burnett driving towards the middle. Kicks to Montoya. Montoya left side. He'll drive. And Burnett standing on the sideline. So Mustangs ball down on this end of the court. Chiefs with full court pressure. Mason with the ball. Now to John. Gives to Wyatt. Wyatt over to Mason. Mason looking. Drives on the left side. Almost lost the ball. Recovered by John Olsch. John to John. John Herbst bringing it to the right side. Gives to Mason. Mason driving right side baseline. Puts up the shot. He'll be fouled. He'll go to the line for two. That's a foul on Friday, I believe. That's his third, maybe. Might be third. Maybe just second. At least two. Yep, that is number 3. So Mason gets 2 shots this time. First one on its way. It's a brick. Taylor Ayers coming back into the game for Jared Ramsey. 4 minutes left in regulation. Mason with the second free throw coming up. On its way. Rolls out. Rebounded by Friday. Burnett now with the ball. Bringing it left side around the screen. Gives to number 11. He'll put up the shot. 3-pointer off the mark. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Burnett. Thielen to Burnett. Does it confuse anybody that I'm saying Burnett like half the time when the Chiefs have the ball? Wyatt Foster to inbound. Gives it to John Herbst. John with the dribble. Bringing it to the right side. Pass up ahead to Mason. Mason up ahead to Taylor. Taylor with the ball on the right side. Puts it up. Puts it in. And the foul. He's going to the stripe. That's 4 fouls now on Jeremy Friday. So the basket ties the game. The free throw can take the lead. A sequence comes in for number 11 for the Chiefs. Taylor Ayers with 1 free throw. It's on its way, and it's in. Taylor Ayers retaking the lead for the Mustangs. 3:40 left in the game. Burnett with the ball, driving right side. Gets to the middle, gives to Montoya. Montoya driving left. Gives to Sequence. Sequence. Gives to Friday. Friday, left side. Nothing there. Sequence. Back to Friday. Oh, out of bounds. Must have been tipped by Taylor. Pass intended for Friday, but tipped out of bounds by Taylor Ayers. Sequence to inbound. Gives to Montoya at the elbow. Montoya driving right side. Ball stolen away. Oh, almost stolen away by the Mustangs. Wyatt Foster with the defense there. Montoya out to Burnett to Sequence. Sequence, left side. Ball tipped away, out of bounds off of Taylor Ayers. Good defense there by Taylor. Chiefs to inbound. Burnett, left side. Looking for somewhere to go. And this one, out of bounds off of Taylor again. It looks like we'll have a timeout called by the Chiefs. I thought that last ball may have touched Burnett's foot on its way to the sideline, but it'll be Chiefs ball when we come back. Got a 1-minute timeout, 3:12 left in the fourth quarter. So 1-point lead for the Mustangs. This game is coming down to the wire. And again, the winner advances and plays another game. For the loser, this is the last one. So the Chiefs will have the ball down here on the sideline as we come back to the game. Out of the timeout. Montoya to inbound. Gives to Burnett. Burnett almost loses it in the backcourt. Brings it to the right side. Covered by Mason. Mason on him tight. Gives Sequence. Sequence left side. Back to Burnett. Burnett looking inside to Friday. Friday driving down the middle of the key. Puts up the runner. And it falls. Had us on the edge of our seat there for a little bit. Is John. Full court pressure. Gives to Mason. Mason, right side. Looking for somewhere to go. Gives to John. John gets it across half court. Just barely in time, I believe. Trying to cross the key. And lost out of bounds. John tried to save it in bounds. He must have stood on the sideline before he got it back. So Burnett for the Chiefs. Bring it down the middle of the court. Kicks out to his brother. Burnett to Montoya. Montoya, right side of the key. Out to the other Burnett. Burnett, three-pointer from the right side. It's on its way. It's out. Rebounded by Montoya, though. And knocked out of bounds by the Mustangs. Good hands there on the inside. I believe that was Jared that knocked that loose. So Montoya to inbound for the Chiefs on the baseline. Gives to Burnett. Burnett to the other Burnett. Pass fake. Puts up the runner from the key. Puts it in. 3-point lead for the Chiefs. 2 minutes and change left to play. As John up ahead to Jared. Jared up ahead to the other John. Ball knocked away. Sequence stills. Up ahead to Burnett. Teelan Burnett driving in on the left. Reverse layup falls. John Herbst bringing the ball down. Brings it to the middle for the Mustangs. Ball stolen away. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Chiefs. Minute 54 left in regulation. 5-point lead for Sho Ban. Wyatt Foster in the game for Jared Ramsey. Taylor to inbound. Gives to Mason. Mason. Closely guarded by Burnett. Taylor up to John. John. At the top on the left. Gives it Taylor. Taylor puts up a 2-point. With his foot on the line. Knocks the jump shot in. Cuts the lead to 3 for the Chiefs. Burnett with the ball. Bring it down. Brings to the middle. He's on the right side. Defended closely by Mason. Friday with the ball. Gives back to Burnett. Burnett. Cross-court pass to his brother. Teelan Burnett fouled by Wyatt Foster. That'll put Burnett on the free throw line for a 1-and-1. I believe that's Wyatt's third foul. Burnett with the front end of the 1-and-1 on the way. Off the mark, rebounded by Taylor Ayers. Gives to John Herbst. John to Taylor. Taylor bringing it on the right side. Gives to John Olsch at the elbow. John almost loses it. Oh, gives to Mason, and then it's lost out of bounds. It'll be the Chiefs' ball. We have a book issue over here, so. And a timeout called by the Mustangs. All right, so the book issue has been resolved over here. It'll be the Chiefs' ball down on the far baseline. 1:09 left in the game and a 3-point lead for Sho Ban. Maybe the book issue is resolved. All right, book issue is resolved good enough. Back to the game. Chiefs to inbound. Friday to Burnett. Burnett covered by Mason. Back to Friday. Friday on the right side with the ball. Drives in and out. Looking. Closely covered by Mason. And a timeout called by the Chiefs. Really good defense there by the Mustangs. Chiefs had no choice but to call that timeout. So 30-second timeout. It'll be the Chiefs' ball again. Still a 3-point advantage. All right, so coming back from the timeout, Chiefs will have the ball on the far sideline. If you're a Mustang fan, you hope that they play about that same level of defense. It's Friday to inbound. Back to Burnett in the back of court. Burnett bringing it across half. Pass tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Mustangs. 53 seconds left. It's Burnett to inbound. Gives to his brother. Bringing it across half court. Burnett to Montoya. Montoya driving in to the middle of the key. Gives to Friday. Friday dribbles it back out, and the Chiefs are going to take the air out of the ball here. Burnett with the pass fake back to his brother. Now to Montoya. Montoya driving in from the right corner. Back to Burnett. He'll look at the basket. He keeps the dribble. Gives to his brother. Gives to Friday. Now back to Burnett at the top. Burnett gives it back to his brother. He's got the lane. Drives. Gives to Friday. Friday brings it back out. The Mustangs have got to do something here because time is not on their side. And Taylor Ayers commits the foul. We'll put Friday on the line, and that'll take him out of the game. So Friday with the 1-1 coming up. So with 16 seconds left and 1-1 coming up for the Chiefs. The Mustangs now without Taylor Ayers. Now, if Friday misses the front end of this 1-1, the Mustangs have a chance to bring it down, and they can either cut the lead to 1 or they can tie it with a 3-pointer. Whatever they're going to do it quickly, though, because, like I said, time is not on their side. So coming out of the timeout, we've got 1-1 down here at this end. Friday stepping to the line for the foul shot. Free throw on its way. Off the mark, rebounded by John Olsch. Mustangs have a chance. Gives it to John Herbst. John Herbst bringing it left side. Gives to Jared Ramsey. Jared trying to get it to Mason. Stolen away, but Burnett stepped on the sideline. So it's still the Mustangs' ball. That was close. And another timeout called now by the Mustangs. "30-second timeout called. 9.8 seconds left. There's plenty of time to get one shot. Plenty of time for one shot. It doesn't have to be a catch and shoot. But you can guarantee whatever the Mustangs you're setting up, the Chiefs are going to be defending it tight. A three-pointer ties the game. With 9 seconds left, there would be time, there should be time to make one shot, commit the foul, and then get another possession. But it'd be close. It'd be close, it'd be hard to do. So this may be the last shot coming up here. Wyatt Foster to inbound. Gives to John Herbst. John gives it to Jared Ramsey. And a foul committed by Jeremy Friday. That'll be his 5th foul. Jared Ramsey will go to the free throw line. So strategically, that's probably a pretty good move by the Chiefs. Oh, hold on. They're giving that foul to the wrong guy. They gave that to Montoya. They gave that foul to Montoya, so it'll be his 4th. It was Friday that committed that. So Jared Ramsey with 2 free throws coming up here. First one on its way. And off the mark. So if Jared makes this shot, then the Mustangs have got to pressure the inbound and get a steal. Pressure coming for the Mustangs now. Burnett with the ball. That was a carry. Carry by Burnett. It's the Mustangs' ball. The defense has caused a turnover, and the Mustangs have a chance. Final timeout called by Leadore. Wow, that sequence was pretty impressive. It wasn't looking good there for a little bit, but the boys have a legitimate chance here. 4 seconds left in the ball. There's time to get it in and get a good look at the basket. A 2-pointer would send this thing to overtime, and a 3-pointer wins it. Now, if I'm the one making the call, I'd say let's take this to overtime. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be a lot of fun going into overtime? I think it'd be fun going into overtime. We got about 10 seconds. We'll put it to a vote. What do our viewers think? Do you want overtime? Put it in the comments if you want overtime. .8 seconds, and the Mustangs have the ball on the baseline. Wyatt Foster to inbound.
Make them run through you, Jeremy.
And it doesn't go. Oh, the Mustangs had 2 decent looks at the basket there. There was contact on both shots, and it just didn't go in. Oh, and that is a heartbreaker. A tough game, a close game the whole way. to bring it back to there and have have the opportunity for the game tying shot. I mean, that was a good sequence to end of the fourth quarter. Just a couple of baskets that should have gone in. So with that will conclude the season for the Leadore Mustangs. The Chiefs will advance, and they'll play the loser of which game do they play?
I don't know. I think they're going back.
Might be going to Mackey.
Yeah, I think Sho Ban goes to Mackey on Saturday.
Yeah.
So, we're good?
So with that, we thank everybody for tuning into the game and supporting the Mustangs, not just tonight, but all throughout the season. And as we mentioned before, the Lady Mustangs are on their way to the state tournament. They should be down there tonight. They'll be playing tomorrow morning, so go Lady Mustangs.
Tomorrow at 5.
Oh, tomorrow at 5. Excuse me, not tomorrow morning. Tomorrow at 5. So
It'll be streamed on,
support the Lady Mustang. That'll be streamed probably on Idaho High School Sports or idahosports.com. NFHS, idahosports.com, one or both. But those of you that can, please support the Lady Mustangs. We wish them the best at state.
And KSRA.
And KSRA Radio. KSRA Radio is also streaming the game.